Ladies and gentlemen, the Tag Team Mega Rumble is underway. As always in this style of match, we will apologize in advance. As the ring gets crowded, it becomes very hard to call all the action that takes place. The winners will move on to May 31st and Anarchy Fan Fest for a shot at the Anarchy Tag Team Champions, Azrael and Sean Tempers, the Devil's Rejects. You have Brodie Ray Chase, the Stray Cat, and Melissa Coates. They drew number one. Team number two, one of the many teams that has come in from across the country to compete in this tournament, Matt Sexcells and Ryan Michaels, the Franchise.
Well, Greg Hunter,
good Lord, well,
you know, anyway, Greg Hunter, it's my favorite tag team. It's the hottest couple in the nation. My favorite couple, Moldy, Melissa Coates, and Brodie Ray Chase. Moldy, you know, it's kind of hip now. You've got Bennifer, you got Brangelina, now we've got Moldy.
Over my head, I don't get it. Moldy.
Melissa and Brodie.
Oh, good Lord. Anyway, folks, Ryan Michaels, rear waist lock, takes down Melissa Coates. Willing to take the fight here to Brodie Ray Chase and Melissa Coates, knowing exactly what is at stake here. A shot at the Anarchy Tag Team titles. It would be a heck of a feather to cap your first night in NWA Anarchy to get a shot at the Tag Team Champions. Right now, folks, 2 minutes between entries. That time has got to be ticking down. Duck under the clothesline, rear waist lock by Matt Sells. Back elbow.
And look at Ryan Michaels hesitating hitting the girl, but she's not going to hesitate hitting him.
Next competitors in 10, 9.
We're getting the countdown for our next competitor, Greg Hunter.
6.
We are just seconds away from entry number 3.
2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please introduce now Scott McKenzie and Danny Matthews, the Big Time Playaz.
Another team from across the country. These two young men come to us from the state of Texas. Scott McKenzie and Danny Matthews, the Big Time Playaz. And now the Franchise has been eliminated.
Well, Greg Hunter, one thing I want to point out, Melissa Coates is no stranger to Mega Rumbles, but the thing is here,
Franchise has been eliminated.
Melissa Coates has an opportunity to make history in Anarchy. If she was part of the winning team of this Mega Rumble, she could indeed become the first female to hold an Anarchy Heavyweight Championship.
She could indeed. Right now, you've got Scott McKenzie taking the fight to the Stray Cat, Brodie Ray Chase. Danny Matthews getting choked out in the corner by Melissa Coates. Scoop and a slam. Seeing some power here from one half of the Big Time Playaz. This is the first time we've seen these two men here in NWA. Some unorthodox ring strategy from Melissa Coates.
How would you like to bring her home to mom?
Well, no comment. Knee to the nether regions, and now Melissa Coates taking the fight to Scott McKenzie, back elbow. And now
look at
Danny
this jerk.
Matthews.
Look at this jerk.
This is something that's going to cost people. Melissa Coates has put herself, I don't agree with putting your hands on a woman in anger. I consider myself a gentleman, but she's put herself in this position. You're going to have to take the offensive. Otherwise, you're stuck with trying to eliminate just Brodie. But we are seconds away.
Return to NWA Anarchy, Chris Marbles and the Latin lover, Don Juan. They are the Texas Treats.
And now the Texas Treats are entry number 4. It's been a long time since we've seen them here in NWA Anarchy. Brodie Ray Chase goes for the double clothesline. Chris Marvel guts him. Don Juan with the boot. Chris Marvel follows suit. And Melissa Coates just looks on, stunned and upset. And now, good grief, the Latin lover, Don Juan.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. Texas is all flat land. He's never seen mountains that big.
Oh, good Lord. Well, right now, Don Juan, with his own unorthodox tactics, so to speak, with the Big Time Playaz, double team. Don Juan, Chris Marvel, meanwhile, has Brodie Ray Chase in the corner. Melissa Coates looks like she might retch any second.
Well, you know, it's kind of a natural reaction for women. They're around you.
Oh, good grief. Oh, we are awaiting team number 5. Over a dozen teams from across the country have convened here on NWA Anarchy for a shot at one of the richest tag team prizes in the sport today, the Anarchy Tag Team titles. Right now, Brodie, Ray Chase, and Melissa Coates, they've been in longer than anyone else. They were entry number 1. We're only about 6 minutes into this Rumble, but when you have opponents on all sides, 6 minutes can be an eternity.
Well, Greg, and that's the thing about it. Right now, this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to work out some kind of strategy. And I believe we have a countdown coming up, Greg Hunter.
9, 8.
We are almost 5 seconds away from entry number 5.
4.
Brodie
3,
Ray Chase
2.
sets his man up.
1. Introducing next, the team of Mr. Adonis and Jeremy Vane.
Rob Adonis and Jeremy Vane, entry number 5! And Melissa Coates
and Brodie Chase have been eliminated.
Melissa Coates just got sent sailing by the Texas Treats.
Now, wait a minute. Now, why are you going to put your hands on a woman like that and just throw her, toss her around? I mean, come on, Greg Hunter.
It's for a shot at the Anarchy Tag Team title. VDT, clothesline, and out goes.
The Texas Treats have been eliminated.
Don Juan gets thrown out. No need to toss Chris Marvel over the top. That is academic. But Adonis and Vane, who has been a multiple-time tag team champion, and he's held that gold here in Anarchy before as well. They set up VDT and the elevated Brainbuster. And now out go the big-time Playaz.
Playaz have been eliminated.
The ring is clear. Only, whoa, hey, wait a second.
No, this ain't part of it, Greg Hunter. He paid the life.
Oh, no. Jeremy Vane, turn around. And, oh, good Lord. Choke slam. Michael Judas just choke slammed Rob Adonis.
Now, where's his partner at? Where's Michael Judas' partner?
Michael Judas, last I checked, was not an entry.
Your next contenders in 10, 9, 8.
We are just seconds away. Wait a minute, the lights?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Introducing next, Wesley Grissom and Chip Day.
Wes Grissom and Chip Day are the next entries in this Rumble. Michael Judas disappeared about as quick as he showed up. And right now, Wes Grissom recovered from that knee injury sustained at Hardcore Hell. They are taking the fight to Vane and Adonis. Go big back elbow drills Wes Grissom. And now up and over, leapfrog, low bridge, and out goes Vane!
Vane and Mr. Adonis have been eliminated.
Greg Hunter, it could be a very busy summer for that young man there, Chip Day. If he wins here with his partner Wes Grissom, they get a shot at the Anarchy Tag Team titles on May 31st. But June's also going to be a very busy month for Mr. Chip Day.
It sure is. He has been accepted to the Young Lions tournament for Shakara, the Young Lions Cup.
The hips don't lie, Shakira?
No.
Wherever,
no,
whenever.
Be quiet before you get us in trouble with the RAA, please. It's Shakara. Regardless, the Tag Team Mega Rumble. Right now, this is an incredible boon for Day and Grissom. They can rest, they can wait, they don't have to exert themselves before the next team comes out here, and they will see them coming. And, Michael Judas has reappeared. Jeremy Vane. Jeremy Vane is heading for High Cotton. And Rob Adonis just got laid out.
Why is Michael Judas so angry at these two?
Figure it out. It's just that, let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The man was set up in his fights with Adonis by Jeremy Vane. head ready, thrown in his face by Jeremy Payne. Think about it.
6,
And right
5,
now,
4,
we are just minutes
3,
or seconds away, rather,
2,
from our next entry.
1. Introducing next, they are the Technicians.
Bobby and Tyler Smith, the Technicians, going at it with Grissom and Day as security drags off the limp carcass of Rob Adonis.
Well, Greg Hunter, I mean, any of these young tag teams here right now are staring down. I mean, literally just, I mean, they're right there. They can smell that chance to get the Anarchy Tag Team Championship.
They got it set up, looking for a double team maneuver, but Day gets out of the way, and almost Tyler Smith went out. Bobby saves his partner. Big kick, though, from Chip Day. And now, double team from Day and Grissom. These two young men could find themselves very easily with a shot at the Anarchy Tag Team titles on their hands, now trying to eliminate Tyler Smith. Bobby coming to his partner's rescue. Remember, if either member of a team is thrown over the top rope and both feet touch the floor, then the entire team is eliminated.
And that's why it's very important to keep an eye on your partner in this, because no matter how well you're doing, if your partner isn't holding up his end of the bargain, you're out of there too, pal.
Right now, Bobby teeing off
Ladies and
on Chip
gentlemen,
Day.
your next
Wes Grissom
competitors
up
in
and
10,
over. We
9,
are less than 10 seconds
8,
away from
7,
entry number 8.
6,
As
5,
Day and Grissom
4, 3,
reassert
2,
control.
1.
Right now, Grissom and Day.
Introducing next, they are Talent and Money.
Andrew Pendleton III and JT Talent Money.
My pick.
Your pick.
You see it right there. I got it circled. My pick for the Mega Rumble.
Oh, so you do. You got about 3 or 4 teams circled.
Well, you know, it's my final 4.
He does this all the time, folks. Right now, the Technicians pounding away at Wes Grissom. Talent Money have Chip Day in the corner. Talent Money were one of those 4 teams involved in the Hardcore Hell 4-way dance ladder match. And what an event that was. Definitely one of the top teams in Anarchy today. They've got Chip Day wide open as the Technicians continue to beat away at Wes Grissom.
Well, Greg Hunter, you mentioned Hardcore Hell. It's now available on Anarchy home video by visiting NWA-Wildside.com, and you'll see all that great action. But I mean, the summer's coming up, Greg Hunter, and one of these teams in here right now could very well be the one getting the shot. And I mean, we could be looking at one of our next tag team champions in the ring right now.
We could. May 31st is Anarchy Fan Fest and that tag team title match. We will try to bring that to you here on Anarchy Television. Right now, Chip Day fighting off elimination from Talent and Money, much as his partner Wes Grissom did moments ago with the Technicians, Bobby and Tyler Smith. Right now,
Introducing next,
we are
in
awaiting
10,
entry number 9
8,
as
7,
we hear the countdown
6, 5,
wind down.
4, 3, 2, 1. It's Chris King and Billy Buck, the Wild Bunch.
The Wild Bunch, Chris King and Billy Buck. These young men are 2-1 against the tag team champions.
Greg Hunter, these guys won that big ladder match at Hardcore Hell to win that shot at the tag team champions. Wouldn't they love to go in for maybe a 4th try at those tag team titles?
They hold 2 victories, one by disqualification, one by countout against the Devil's Rejects, the Anarchy Tag Team Champions. But right now, they find themselves in position of having to earn that #1 contendership once again. They did it before at Hardcore Hell. You have to think, with this draw, we know there's more than a dozen teams involved. These young men are in the second half of the lineup, so to speak. Their chances are good. Looking at what you see in the ring, Grissom and Day have been in the longest at this point. Almost 8 to 10 minutes. for Grissom and Day at this point.
Well, Greg Hunter, one thing you got to remember, though, the disadvantage the Wild Bunch have, they won a ladder match, something that you can incapacitate other members of a team. If they're going to get that shot again at those Anarchy Tag Team titles, they're going to have to eliminate at least one of these tag teams, if not the rest of the tag teams. And remember, they depend a lot on flying over the top ropes, moving around a lot. They can't do that. They got to stay in the ring.
Right now, Wes Grissom is teeing off on Tyler Smith. The Wild Bunch has Andrew Pendelton, or at least they did until Bobby showed up. Chip Day with JT Talent in the northwest corner of the ring. Chris King, the native of Mojave, California,
Next,
going at it with
10,
Bobby. And
9,
entry number 10 will be coming
7,
out in just about 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. Kyle Matthews and Andrew Alexander, the Hollywood Brunettes.
The Hollywood Brunettes going right after the Wild Bunch. These 4 men have had their share of fights.
Greg Hunter, I mean, if you look at it, every tag team in this ring right now has some kind of history with the other. I mean, this right here, I mean, this is what the NWA Anarchy tag team is all about. It's about these rivalries. It's about no friendships. It's about no alliances. It's about looking out to get that shot at the tag team titles. And we know that there's been bad blood between the Hollywood Brunettes and Talent and Money as well.
And right now, it looks as if the Brunettes, Talent and Money, may be trying to form some sort of a pact here. Look at the guy. Well, I don't say maybe until Kyle Matthews, too hot for TV, and his partner, the Wizard of, sure, whatever, went after Talent and Money. Billy Buck firing back out of the corner. And right now, you see teams starting to get back together here. And, well, wait a second. Wes Grissom just inadvertently eliminated his own partner.
Chip Day and Wesley Grissom have been eliminated. The technicians have been eliminated.
Well, the technicians and the team of Chip Day and Wes Grissom have managed to eliminate each other.
Greg Hunter, I don't know if you caught that, but I mean, Bob E there just could not grab on to the rope. I mean, he was dangling there for a couple of seconds, trying to gain his balance, but finally, I mean, just so much sweat, so much perspiration on the body, he slipped off the top rope and pretty much eliminated himself.
Well, not just that, Tyler Smith was eliminated on the opposite side by Wes Grissom at the same time that his own partner was hitting the floor, Chip Day. But right now, we are 5 seconds away from entry number 11.
2, 1. They are Derrick Driver and Stephen Walters, the New Wave.
Walters and Driver, the New Wave, are going to town as we speak. First on the Hollywood Brunettes, then on Talent and Money.
As I mentioned, I really don't like these guys.
You have. Take a look, though, very quickly here. This is the four-way dance from Hardcore Hell in the ring right now.
Greg Hunter, if there's any doubt that these guys are the top 4 contenders to those NWA Anarchy Tag Team titles, all doubts have been erased with who's in there right now.
Right now, Billy Buck in the far corner. He finally pulls himself back up. He goes after Andrew Alexander. You have Kyle Matthews paired off with Stephen Walters in a corner nearest our cameras. You say JT Talent clinging on for dear life as Derrick Driver is trying to get rid of him. Chris King set up on the top rope. Not a good place to be. Andrew Alexander follows him up. Superplex inbound here perhaps. Not smart to go up to the high red district in a battle royal.
Well, Greg Hunter, I mean, if you're at the top rope, then basically you're just about 10 feet away from the bottom of the floor, and you're already teetering on an easy step there.
And right now, Kyle Matthews up top. And what, oh, good grief, what in the world? Billy, but this is, oh my God, this is,
this can't end good.
This will not end well!
Ladies and gentlemen, your next competitor.
Be stuck, dog! Don't be stuck! Be stuck, dog! I told you we was coming through our jungle, dog! Beware the gorillas, dog! Beware the gorillas, dog! Be stuck! Be stuck! Be stuck, dog! Jay Fury, Nemesis, be stuck! Y'all, be stuck, dog! Be stuck! I'm telling you, be stuck! Be stuck! Become the gorillas, dog!
Nemesis is a 3-time former tag team champion.
Greg Hunter, and I mean, look at this. I mean, we've never seen this in Anarchy, this kind of security presence to bring guys through the locker room.
Well, with what the Concrete Gorillas have done to numerous individuals over the last several weeks, it's no wonder they won't let them in the building.
Blood and Money have been eliminated.
So much for one set of contenders. And now Nemesis puts the brakes on Andrew Alexander.
The Hollywood Brunettes have been eliminated.
Good Lord.
Well, Greg Hunter, I hate to say this, the Concrete Gorillas. Oh, there it is.
The J-Trix and the Exit Fury.
The Wild Bunch has been eliminated.
And now only the New Wave stands in front of the Concrete Gorillas. And, oh, God!
The New Wave have been eliminated. Ladies and gentlemen, there is one final team.
One? So that was it.
More than a dozen. I count 12. Oh. My God!
Here we go. Here we go, Greg Hunter. One of these two teams are going to go to the Fan Fest and get a shot at the tag team titles.
John Johnson, I can't hear a word you're saying. One of these teams will get that shot at the Anarchy Tag Team Champions in just 2 weeks at FanFest. One of them is going to get that shot. And you can hear the crowd. It was 2 weeks ago on this program that these men were injured at the hands of Nemesis and Jay Fury. Shadow Jackson was stabbed with a Benefactor Cup trophy. Slim J was hung. Both of them left and were taken to the hospital.
Greg Hunter, I mean, look at this. And the thing is, Shadow Jackson wanted to get to Nemesis. Jay Fury was there acting sort of as the gatekeeper, protecting his fellow gorilla. And right now, he's got Shadow Jackson teetering on that top rope, while Nemesis is literally choking the life out of Slim J right here in the corner facing us.
And now, Slim J is down. Jay Fury is down.
Do you feel that, Greg Hunter? Do you feel that rumble under your feet?
That
Hell is about to split wide open.
That is the NWA Arena at a fever pitch. Shadow Jackson and Nemesis going at it in the center of the ring. Shadow Jackson said, for every inch of pain, you will walk 5 miles. For every drop of blood, you will drop 5 at my hands. Shadow Jackson, I've never seen the man more intense than he is at this one. And he goes after the leg. He went after the leg that Shadow Jackson injured at Season's meetings.
Smart maneuvering there by Nemesis, taking out the leg and now going after Slim J. Greg Hunter, you said Nemesis was a 3-time Anarchy Tag Team Champion. Very true, but so was that man right there, Shadow Jackson. They were partners. Nemesis carried Shadow Jackson to those 3 Anarchy Tag Team titles.
A very debatable point. Shadow Jackson and Nemesis, I will give credit where it's due, were equal players in the Urban Assault Squad. Jay Fury saves Nemesis from elimination. Remember, if you are just joining us, this is not a Texas Tornado match. There's no pinfalls, no submissions. These are the last 2 teams in a tag team, Lord, in a tag team Mega Rumble. If either member of either team is thrown over the top rope and both feet hit the floor, then both members of the team will be eliminated, and the remaining team gets a shot at the Devil's Rejects, Azriel and Sean Tempers, on May 31st at FanFest for the Anarchy Tag Team Championship.
And Greg Hunter, the thing that everybody's waiting for, look at the look in Shadow Jackson's eyes. And you said it, I said it, I've never seen him more intense. And look at him just open up on Nemesis.
Slim J teetering on the brink on the opposite side of the ring. The DDT, and good Lord, Shadow Jackson and Slim J have planted Nemesis and Jay Fury. All 4 men are down.
Greg Hunter, I mean, what action has been here this week on NWA Anarchy. As you see Shadow Jackson ripping at the eyes, ripping at the flesh, biting the man now.
And now, what a crossface from Slim J. Shadow Jackson taking the fight to Nemesis. Slim J squares off with Jay Fury. Big right hand, and Jay Fury goes down. They trade dance partners now. Slim J goes to Nemesis. Shadow Jackson has Jay Fury. Big knee lift, and down goes Jay Fury.
And now look at Shadow Jackson calling to send Jay Fury over the top rope. I don't think Nemesis knows what's going on, Greg Hunter.
He does now. Clothesline to the back of the skull of Shadow Jackson. Jay Fury down on a knee. He's back on his feet. Slim J brought up by Nemesis. Up and over. Northern Lights release. And right now, it is the Concrete Gorillas that are on their feet.
Greg Hunter, Nemesis, and Jay Fury have Shadow Jackson. They're gonna try to put him over that top rope. Shadow Jackson holding on. And finally, Slim J back up, grabs Jay Fury. And right now,
Shadow Jackson has Nemesis teetering. Slim J holding off Jay Fury. Jay Fury up on the brink on his own right. Nemesis with a kick to Slim J and then grabs Jay Fury. Though he went over the top rope, his feet didn't hit the floor, so they are both still in.
And Greg Hunter, I think Shadow Jackson, I mean, our view was blocked, may have came to the same fate as Slim J, a kick below the belt.
And now, the Concrete Gorillas have Shadow Jackson. And they, good Lord, expose the chest of Shadow Jackson. Nemesis removes the glove. Full impact on that chop, that knife-edge chop. And the crowd here rallying behind Shadow Jackson. And Shadow Jackson, the native of the Swats, firing back, albeit temporarily. And there's the noose. Nobody got the noose out of here? Wait a minute. Nobody got rid of their noose?
Nobody got, it doesn't look that way. And I don't think they just have nooses hanging around. But for the third time, Slim J is about to be hung.
This is turning into a very grisly replay of what we saw just a couple of weeks ago. Nemesis collides with the top turnbuckle, trying to hang Slim J. Jay Fury still to the floor. That's it.
And Nemesis have been eliminated. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match and #1 contenders for the tag team titles, Shadow Jackson and Slim J.
Very hard to hear the official word over the roar of the crowd, but your winners in getting that shot are Slim J and Shadow Jackson.